Hey fam bam, it's your girl Poncella and welcome to my channel. This is a recap of Growing Up Hip Hop Season 6, Episode 22. So last I saw the game, it was at the, showcase that JoJo was hosting. And there was a little rift between Tanice, who is his wife, who was pregnant, and JoJo, or is it KC? KC's daughter, I believe. All right, tonight we start in Miami. There is Tee Tee and Shawn. They are an engaged couple. They're going into a jewelry store, and we learn that they are looking for their actual wedding bands. So Tee Tee's tried on one ring, and then she tries on one that's larger, and they're really pretty with her emerald cut diamond. And Shawn is trying to be nice, but all he can think is the money, the money, the money, money, money. Because I think Tee Tee was like, this is $30,000. You know, you're going to get it. I like the bigger one. I don't want the smaller one. So, and she's like, and he definitely has to have a ring because Shawn has to have a ring on 24/7 because he's going to let people know he is taken. So, of course, Shawn doesn't want the whistles and bells, but he found something. Next stop, we are going to Atlanta. I don't understand how when people are moving to a new state, why there's always one friend that has to be the first one to go see what the crib looks like. And that is who this is, Cree, nosy behind, going to go visit Angela. I hope she asked her was it okay for her to visit. But anywho, Angela lets her in after she rings the doorbell, and they proceed and she's looking around like, oh, this is so nice. And they end up in the kitchen where they're going to talk. And Angela can't believe that she's a Jersey girl. Now she's in Atlanta. She has to take out her own trash. She can't put it through a chute like she's used to because if she doesn't take it out herself, it won't get taken out. As they're sitting there, Cree lets her know that at the age of 18, she became pregnant and she decided the best thing for her was to get an abortion. So she was becoming emotional as she's talking. Next stop is Dallas. And this is the state of Texas. There is Fort Worth Police Department. And here is Lil Twist, the rapper. I've never heard of any of his songs. I've only seen him on this reality show. But anyway, supposedly he's caught a case. He already had 2 cases in LA. Now he had to go back to Texas because the cases he was found with some weed and I believe it was a loaded gun. And he was facing jail time. So they pull up and his lawyer, he and his lawyer go inside. The lawyer told him he could possibly get sentenced that day. Well, when he comes out, he is beyond ecstatic. He is excited that God bless him to beat the rap. And he was like, because you know what? Prayer works, because I prayed last night. God answered my prayer. I'm going to be on the narrow road. He's not going to change. He's young, foolish, wild, but he is thankful because he don't want to follow his dad's footsteps because his dad is facing life in prison. So he did tell his lawyer he appreciated him. And the next thing you know, it looks so funny to see this little guy. He's a grown man, but this little guy jumps into his lawyer's arms and he tells him he really does appreciate him. He got 10-month probation, I believe, and it wasn't, it was another judge. But anywho, case basically dismissed. Now in LA, we're going to meet up with JoJo. He is part of the group Jodeci. That's JoJo's son, Devin. And here is Sequoia, who is JoJo's daughter. About to say the wrong name. She's talking to her dad, who is a legend in the R&B because of the group Jodeci that he and his brother helped to found. And so she's remembering last season when she and Tanice, who was very much pregnant, got into it because Tanice thought that the mom, Sequoia's mom, looked really young and thought maybe she was her sister. So that's from Cree. So here's a tweet that went out. Anywho, I know they're young. They're in their, you know what? Let's go back. Late 20s, maybe early 30s. These kids need to grow up. Los Angeles, LA is the next stop. And here we see on their way to Twist's little free party, I guess you would call it. That is, her name is Savannah, but she pronounced it Savannah. Child, always got to be special. That's Cree, remember, Uncle Luke's daughter. And they're discussing who's going to be at the party, child. This person, and then start naming people. Anywho, they are the first ones to arrive. There is nobody there. It's a nice rental. And they couldn't even wait. They started looking for dishes. Here comes JoJo and his crew. They're the second guest to arrive. And, of course, they embrace each other. But they decide they're going to make themselves comfortable. And then the third is Aaliyah and Eric, her husband. And everybody's, feed yourself. And here comes Miss Briana. Now, Briana comes with a cart of art supplies because, she's a special child and she got to keep her mental health in check. So she gets there and she speaks to, those that are already there. And she lets them know, hey, I need somebody to go get my art supplies for me in the cart outside. Eric volunteers. And she thought him for being such a gentleman. They used to be, I am once upon a time. Because here comes the actual host. Late, fashionably late. Lil Twist with this little puny dog. And of course, joining his hand. And he is like, what's up, what's up, what's up? And he's seeing all the guests that have already arrived. And I believe they're the last people to arrive. Sequoia and her cousin Devin. Devin is letting her know, I got your back. And these are the strippers that Lil Twist hired. Briana decided she needed to do some painting, calm her nerves. So Sequoia and Devin finally make it to the rental where the party is being held. And of course, like tacking hens, they see them come in and then they got to make little comments among themselves about, look at her. And I think, what's the nickname that, what's that child name? Savannah, that she call her Sequence. Anyway, that's her nickname for Sequoia. But you know what? Guys are always cool, calm, and collected. But Sequoia walks in, she speaks, but she doesn't speak to JoJo. Now, Aaliyah and Savannah are talking. Eric decides to take Devin around to meet the other piece, the part of the crew. So he starts with his wife. And then when he gets to Savannah, she cock attitude, and he was like, hello, my name is Devin. I'm the son of KC. Kind of like, man, you know what? You were talking all that smack on Twitter. I don't care to know you. Don't want to meet you. Basically, be gone out of my sight. So you know what? He's going to leave. He's like, I'm sorry you feel that way. Twist is over there talking to Sequoia to see what's going on. And she apologized to JoJo, but she said, I really was going to do this to Tanice, but Tanice is not here. And JoJo is basically saying, my wife handles her own issues, so I'm not going to really get into it with you about whatever happened when you last saw her, because that's between you and Tanice. And as Devin is trying to really, I didn't mean any harm. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Sequoia is nowhere around her cousin. And they're like, well, if you come out, you got your cousin's back. It don't look like she got yours because she's not even over here trying to defend you. So they gathered to, well, I don't know why Aaliyah decides, and then Savannah and Cree all decide to go hang out where Sequoia and Devin and JoJo and Eric are sitting, and then words get exchanged. Of course, Eric, always tries to settle things before they get out of hand. And it's kind of like, you don't know me either. And then when Savannah mentions about having, what's that girl name? Sequoia being upset about Angela dating her baby daddy, then it's kind of like, don't bring my child into this. And I mean, just a mess. Screaming, shouting. They just wanted to do something so they have something to talk about. Savannah act like she all bad. Let me walk away and try to calm down. She ain't gonna calm down. She's just waiting for the next opportunity to jump down this girl's throat and try to act like she all that because she from New York. Well, Briana is not paying them any mind because it has nothing to do with her. She's on her phone and she sees the commotion getting worse and worse. So she's going to start doing some painting because she has to woosa, calm her nerves. But as she thinks she's away from all this commotion and she's looking at them acting a pure fool, they are coming toward her with the mess, and then they, in turn, knock down her canvas, and oh no, y'all have gone too far and messed with the wrong one. Briana is like, get away from me, get away from my art. You know what? You just ruined something I was doing. I'm passionate about my art and I can't get that back because you now have destroyed it. And she got so mad that she took the canvas and threw it in the pool. Like, this doesn't make any kind of sense. But the canvas is just floating in the water. The strippers end up leaving. They're running for their lives. Twist is trying to find out what happened to my strippers. Because you know what? He's the one that rented out this place. He's going to be responsible for anything that gets damaged. Those girls are out of there. So thank you for watching. See you next week.